A piece of advice to millennials: you should postpone the American dream of homeownership. That's the advice from our next guest, Ted Jenkin. He's the founder and co-CEO of Oxygen Financial. Ted, thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me on today.
Now, you give a lot of advice to young professionals. What is it that entices them to buy a home so early on?
Well, right now they're feeling this pressure of these low interest rates, and everyone around them is buying homes, so they might as well jump on the bandwagon as well and buy a home. But there's a lot of pressure because interest rates are low, and young professionals have a fear that interest rates are going to go up.
So what do you think makes this a bad idea?
Well, we've now surpassed student debt in terms of real dollars over credit card debt, and a lot of these young professionals don't consider their total obligation ratio, credit card debt, student debt, home mortgage, on top of the cost of moving into a home, i.e. furnishings and upkeep, and that may make them buy a larger home than they can necessarily afford.
And Ted, you also point out we're not dealing with the labor market that we were dealing with a generation ago. A lot of people switch jobs a lot in their 20s. How should that impact your decision about whether to buy a home?
Well, the average millennial is going to probably go through 7 jobs before they find the one that they want. So if they buy a home in their city and they've got to move from Atlanta to San Francisco, well, that can be a real problem by the time you pay seller's cost and moving costs to get out of a house. So remember that real estate is a long-term decision, so you need to be sure you're going to be able to stay in there, because I do like home ownership just for the long term, and that job move can really hurt a young professional.
Now, Ted, I have to believe for any rule there is an exception. Are there 20-somethings out there that should be buying?
Oh, yeah, certainly. If you think you have a stable job and you have family in an area and you're going to stay in that area for a long period of time, or you have significant expertise in renting out homes and you really think you can rent it with interest rates low, it can be a good idea.
All right, lots of excellent advice there. Ted Jenkin, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.